My name's John Beach. I'm the Assistant Rural Surveyor at Mulgrave Estate. My role here at the estate is to work with various stakeholders to enhance the environment within the area. The site we're at the moment is an area called Dun Bogs, which is a marvellous name. You can pretty much, imagine what the ground conditions are like. It is a really boggy area, but it's a really key area for wildlife and biodiversity. It looks a little bit quiet for wildlife, but in amongst the foundations, potential hibernation sites for reptiles such as adders and slow worms, possibly in wetter areas, amphibians such as frogs and newts and toads as well. Drystone walling is an art, it's a real craft, and it needs to be continued rather than abandoning the wall and just putting up a post and wire fence. It's really important to keep those walls restored and in good condition. Some of them are old ancient boundaries that have just sort of fallen into disrepair. And again, it's the landscape impact that it has in this area and throughout the national park.
I grew up on a Mulgrave farm when I was younger, and a local Drystone waller took me on to do an apprenticeship. And then I went out on my own. It turned out to be from just a little bit of pocket money once a week to being a full-time job. When I do like 2,500 to 3,000 metres a year, that works out around about 10 or 12 a day. So with that sort of thing, I need some help to do it. I can't do it all on my own. Taught one lad who helps me out and then does bits on his own. So by the time I've finished, I have 3 more people that probably know how to Drystone wall, which wouldn't have ever happened. I wouldn't have got the job if the schemes hadn't come up, eventually, back all them years ago. I know when I started, there was very few of us about, not many wallers at all, because there wasn't the money to pay for them. And now, because of the schemes and that, we can do a lot more, making sure that these walls get put back into their natural state.
The Schedule 106 funding is really important for the area to enable projects like this to happen. The grant aid is a huge boost to the estate to ensure that these kind of schemes are implemented. We're certainly working in partnership with Anglo American and the National Park to restore these features. So the actual stone wall that's been rebuilt here is right above the route of where the tunnel is going to be. An obvious project to fund in terms of its location. I think without the funding, it's acted as a sort of a catalyst for the whole project. It wouldn't have happened. We're very grateful to the funding that's come forward.